Oh, sorry, my mic came out. Huff huff, pant pant, huff huff, pant pant. Oh, I am so thirsty. Some iced tea would be amazing right now. I'm going to pass out from dehydration at this rate. Well, admit it, I underestimated how tough this would be. Who knew wearing a mask was comfortable? I knew that. A delicate young lady like myself has no business doing this sort of job. I suddenly have so much respect for the people on those superhero team shows. Like, can you imagine doing action scenes in something like this? Heck, all I'm doing is standing here and I'm this close to calling it quits. But I can't. I need the work. I need the money. This is no time to be a wuss. If I give up on this, what else am I possibly going to do? Check out the revolutionary new diet drink, Burning Hammer. I thrust a free sample towards passerby while shouting as loud as I can. Come on and give it a try. Oh, it's no use. People just walk by one after another. They avoid looking at the sample. It's been like this ever since I started standing here. What gives? You'd figure at least one person would have taken a bottle by now. I mean, it's free, but I haven't managed to give away a single one. If this keeps up, there's no way I'm getting paid. And then this whole miserable experience will have all been for nothing. Just drink this and watch the pounds melt away. No exercising or dieting necessary. I can hear the desperation in my own voice. Just burn, burn. Burn, burn those pounds away. They're giving me cold looks now. They probably think I'm some shyster trying to upload dodgy product. It's that simple, folks. You just drink the weight away, I guarantee it. Like this whole thing reeks of a scam to me too. Losing weight just by drinking some concoction is way too good to be true. But still, free is free. You think I'll be able to give one or two away. Not like I'm not trying. Okay, pep talk time. You can do this. Think about the money. Just start with one bottle. Alright, I'm going to give this bottle away to the next person I see, no matter what. Close my eyes and gather my determination. Just need to get started, and the momentum will build from there. Alright, eyes open. There are two people walking in my direction. Wait, two? Oh no, which one do I pick? If I keep waffling, they're both going to pass me by. Just need to hand this bottle off. Which one of these guys look more likely to take it? Clutching the free sample in my furry fist. And I'm going to leave that decision there. Let's switch over to a different person. Wealth, status, honor. None of these mean anything to me. All I want is a peaceful life. To put worry behind me. To stay calm and serene. To be free of worldly concerns. Free at any cost. They're hoping for a response to the email they sent yesterday. I'm sure they don't need it today. Apparently, they do need an answer as soon as possible, sir. I did ask them to give you some more time, but... I see, Asawa said wearily. All right, then. Tanaka dipped his head slightly and slipped out of the room. Asawa contemplated his colleague. Tanaka was a man he could truly depend on. He has enough of his own work to do. He didn't need to come here again today, but he did. They had been working in close concert ever since Asawa had gotten back to Japan. Without Tanaka's support, there was no way he would be in a mindset to do any work at all right now. Sidling up to his computer, Asawa opened his email program and started answering the work-related messages. He reported on his business travel expenses, offered his opinions on capital investments, requested confirmation on current medicinal stockpiles. He worked with bleak detachment. None of this meant anything to him right now. Then a new email appeared in his inbox. The sender was identified simply as A. The subject line read, 1 year ago, South Africa. The message body was blank, just there appeared to be multiple images attached. Ordinarily, Asawa would have deleted a message like this immediately, assuming it contained some kind of virus. You know, you don't have to do that. If there's some file attached, you can just scan it with some antivirus software. But the word South Africa drew his attention. Could this possibly be related to... He couldn't help but to wonder. For a long moment he hovered the cursor over one of the image files. At last, as if spurred on by the upbeat rhythm in his ears, double-clicked the mouse. What is this? The grainy photograph showed a large room with a dozen or so people laid out in beds. It appeared to be some sort of medical ward. Osawa felt a strange flutter in his chest. He quickly opened another image. This one showed a close-up of one of the patients in his bed. Large red blotches covered his face. A large volume of blood appeared to be dripping from his ears and nostrils. A cold shudder ran up Asawa's spine. What the hell? These symptoms. Asawa opened up the remaining image files. Each new picture showed another of the patients. They all appeared to be teetering on the brink of death. There was no doubt about it. These people were infected with the UA virus. UA! Similar to the Ebola virus. which is one of their most infectious agents. But how? Questions tumbled through Asawa's mind. His fingers tapped out a quick message. He doubted he'd get a response, but he might as well try. Who are you? Where are these images from? The virus had a mortality rate of 100% in those it managed to infect. Your crimes. Osawa stared at those two words. My crimes? That left him with only with further questions. He looked again at the images from the previous email. What makes any of this my crimes? He could see that the patient's bleeding was severe. He estimated that several hours had passed since the onset of the disease. It wouldn't be long before their lives were cut short. To feel that agony, to feel that despair, that suffering, and then to perish. Am I to blame for that? Another faint knock came at the door. Darling, do you have a moment? It was his wife. I. Oh, a choice. Seems it's time to switch again. The Super Cub 90 raced down Route 246 towards Shibuya. It's a motorcycle. The speedometer remained at a steady 60 what? Kilometers per hour, I guess? I live in America, where we use miles. Pumping the gas harder was no use. This was as fast as the bike would go. Minorukawa shouted as he sped along. Damn it, I am not letting you die. He jerked the handlebars and blew it past a truck on the inside. The driver scowled at him as he shot by. You maniac, trying to get yourself killed? Just the opposite, Minorikawa shouted back. I'm saving lives. The stop lights ahead turned red, cutting him off at the intersection. Oh, come on. He had no choice but to slam on the brakes. But his agitation boiled over as he waited for the signal to change again. How long is this thing gonna stay red? Hurry up already. He brought the bike right up to the very edge of the line, keeping the engine revved like a dragster ready to peel out. Not on time? It's not in my dictionary. The light turned red. Then Manuel's own light turned green at last. He hit the accelerator as hard as he could. His engine died with a sputter. Huh? Oh, come on, what the hell? Car horns blared angrily behind him. In fury, he pulled his bike over to the side of the road. No matter what he did, the engine refused to turn over. Was the problem with the spark plug, or maybe the battery? Whatever it was, he didn't have time to figure it out now. With tears in his eyes, he left his bike, his companion of 10 years, abandoned on the roadside. He was about to break in a run when he saw a taxi dead ahead, letting out a passenger. He hurried to hop into the cab. Just head for Shibuya Station. I'll let you know exactly where once we get closer. The taxi driver nodded coolly. Of course, sir. 10 minutes. Hmm? Did you get me there in 10 minutes? The driver grimaced. I'm afraid getting there in 10 minutes is a bit... 15 then. Sure, that's still... Look, that's all the time I can afford. Assuming traffic conditions cooperate, sir, then maybe. Can't make any promises. Minorikawa looked at the driver's ID photo above the fare meter. His name was Hashiro Kimizuka. He was a middle-aged fellow, looked a little rough around the edges. Mr. Kimizuka, I chose you for this. You can do it. Chose me? Sir, I'm pretty certain we met by chance. Okay, sure. I suppose you could phrase it that way. Anyway, can we get going? Right. I'll see what I can do. Taxi pulled away at a decent clip. Minarikawa's frantic journey had started 20 minutes earlier. He'd been at home working on an interview piece. He clicked his tongue in annoyance as the ringing phone broke his train of thought. Why did someone always call right when the words were flowing? If he didn't keep getting interrupted, he probably could wrap this piece up in no time. Be quiet. He pointed at the telephone as he yelled, I'm writing here. But he Be quiet. He pointed at the telephone but shouting did nothing to silence the ringing. He didn't have much choice but to pick up. Minorikawa speaking. There was no response. Hello? He hesitated, ready to hang up. Was this a prank call?